welcome to the final episode of Upvote TV. We're ending this one with a story on Time's internet poll for the 100 most influential people of the last year, and Brandon has an exclusive interview with the co-founder of Reddit.com. So let's get started. Spring is in the air, and you know what that means. That's right, Time's list of the 100 most influential people has been released. Last year was a pretty crazy year with an election and the Olympics, so obviously the winner had to do with that, right? If you thought so like I did, you'd be dead wrong. This year's winner is Christopher Poole. Who's that, you ask? Poole, or Moot as most people know him, is the creator of the online community known as 4chan. This site receives over 13 million views a day and is the source of great cultural advances such as lolcats and rickrolling. Time.com has assured readers that the poll was not hacked, though they did detect and stop several attempts. While Poole received over 16 million votes, many will question that he is the most influential person of the past year. Time.com's managing editor had this to say about those who question the poll. I would remind anyone who doubts the results that this is an internet poll. Doubting the results is kind of the point. I was looking over the poll myself and saw some interesting results. Apparently, the 12th most influential person of the year was Lil Wayne. His contributions will be remembered for several generations. Jon Stewart was 25th, while Stephen Colbert, 26th. T-Pain ended up in 34th, just in front of Vladimir Putin, who will henceforth be known as V. Putin. The most surprising result? Barack Obama ended up in 37th with only 725,000 votes. I guess when it comes to asking the internet who the most influential person is, it should be no surprise that this person will come from the internet.
I think it was early senior year of college. Steve and I had pretty much decided we weren't going to take jobs or go to grad school. We were going to start a company. The end result was this thing where you could go to find what was new and interesting in your world and not have it be limited to just one source, like the New York Times front page. And to really have all the hard work not done by a couple of paid editors or even by robots. Trust me, don't give them any more power. They're strong enough as it is. But to be done by the community of users. We've always wanted to let users do the hard work. That's our little secret. There's only 6.5 of us right now, 3 years later into Reddit. When we got acquired, there was practically 3-4 of us. And all of the real work on the site is done by the community. And so that's obviously a great benefit to us because it means only a few of us need to work on the site. But it also means that we have to relinquish a certain amount of power and authority and just sort of sit back. And in a lot of ways, so we are the admins of the site, but in a lot of ways we're just sort of watching like everyone else to see where it goes.
If you're watching this, you already know we've open sourced Reddit. You're probably feeling a slight tingling sensation. This is normal. We expect you to have questions, so I've been asked to address them with this video. You're not paying me enough for this shit.
Because we had deliberately not included any sort of categorization on the front page, there were certain topics that started to get less attention because the community became more mainstream. When we started, it was very tech heavy, lots of programming articles. And as the site grew, unfortunately programming is not the most mainstream and popular of topics. So it started appearing less on the front page and we thought, all right, what's the way to remedy this? Let's just create a new community. And we started doing this. And we continued it as the site continued to grow, and then we got to a certain point where we realized, okay, this site's gotten rather large now. Let's go back to the old mantra and let users do all the hard work. Let them create their own Reddits and let's see what happens. So we opened it up in March of last year, let users start creating their own Reddits, and it just took off.
Here's a tour of redditall.com, a new way to read Reddit. Let's get started. Whoops. All right. There we go. Or you can find it at redditall.com. Along the top, you'll see a bunch of thumbnails. These are the hottest pics on pics.reddit right now. So these are the rest of the Reddits. But here's where it gets kind of cool. You like to live dangerously? Of course you do. Customize it. I'm not sure why anyone would want to turn off the photos from pics, but they can. You can also hide visited links on update. That's for Reddit junkies. You can change the number of links in each block and change the way we show score, which is by percentage of up to downvotes by default. And of course, change the theme. Space is my personal favorite, probably because I never got to go to space camp as a child.
Keeping up with the latest Reddit pun thread can be tough, but if you have the official Reddit iPhone app, you won't miss a single karma point. But some of us don't even need it. Loading! I have better things to do than wait. I'm going to save this for later, and vote this up.
This is a brief demo of Reddit TV. Just hit play to get started. What we've done here is pulled in all the hottest videos on Reddit, along with the headline and the top-rated comment, this one by ShadyX2.
You kids look like you could use a delicious fruity beverage!
Along the bottom are thumbnails to the next hottest videos. Mouse over them for a sneak peek at the Reddit headline. And when you get bored, just click this button up here and start channel surfing.
Fortunately, the alien actually came before the finished product. So we had the mascot taken care of ahead of time, which is just a logical thing to do when starting a startup, and the rest kind of just fell into place.
That's all we've got for our last show. It's been a fun ride. We've learned a lot, and we hope that you have too. Hopefully this isn't the last you'll see of us, as we're planning on moving on in the field. So for one final time, we're Upvote, and we're out.